Silky Moves here to share you the 3 decks I mainly use to hit Legend this month. Let's get it started. Demon Hunter, I ran a couple different versions of the deck, but I mainly settled on, I called it the Silent Hog, but I'm sure it's just called something else. Anyways, Acupuncture, 4 damage to both heroes. I love to use this to close out games, or in conjunction with Arana to maybe clear some minions, or yeah, that's it. Brave Masseuse, love to have this in my opening hand. 1 cost, 2/4. Yeah, it does some damage to you, but it's not that bad. I love this card. Eladari Studies, great too. You can use it on 1 in hopes that you get the Sigil Runner, but I found that where it has been working best for me was to maybe use it on 2 and hope you get a Sage, because that's going to reduce your left and right minions by 1. It's pretty awesome. Or you could also, hope to get some other card draw here. The T is there for just removal against, like, say, the Menagerie, the Priest, or the Death Knights. Red card, very clutch card, can be used to basically slow down so many other decks, other Demon Hunters, Starships, anything. It pretty awesome there. Tusk Piercer, love to have in the opening hand. Basically, you hope to use this to draw your ball hogs. Grim Harvest, another card to have in your opening. Get a card and summon a Dreadseed. Awesome. Zephyrus, this I found was pretty good, pretty almost key to this deck, but certain matchups you would want to use the battlefield, and hopefully you get like a sheep or something, or Vanish. One time I got Vanish. That was pretty awesome. But other matchups you want to go for, do stuff to the enemy's face. So Hot Coals, removal, and can also help close out games. Paraglide, draw 3 cards. It's also can be used to overdraw your opponent, so remember that. Return Policy brings back your ball hog or your fell hunter. Not your fell hunter, sorry. It will give you the 2 ball hogs fell hunter, but it'll also give you a fell hunter. That's what I meant. Slumber, I'm only running 1, but it gives you 2 Dread Seeds or do 2 damage. I never used it for do 2 damage. Ball hog is star of the deck. Deals 3 damage, and when it dies, deals 3 more to the lowest enemy. Awesome. Cliffside, summons 2 1/1s with charge, and if you attack again, you can use it again. So great for removal or just chip damage to enemy's face. Kane Sun Fury won me games, just bypassing taunts that people go out there and hopefully pray that you don't have anything, which this deck has quite a bit. Xavius, love this guy. Love getting a ball hog, and then he summons his little 2/2 buddy, or the Fell Hunter, same thing, or the double battle cry Umbra. Librarian is in this deck. Other decks run the Stapler, but I chose to run the Librarian because he can create so many issues for so many classes right now. It's kind of important, or I found it important to run this. Arana can win you games sometimes, especially with some like acupunctures or the Nightshade Tea, or just slamming into a giant minion's face. Fell Hunter is Fell Hunter. It brings back 2 ball hogs. Awesome. And Umbra, close out games, will give you some ball hog spikes or some regular ball hogs on the board. It's awesome. So that's the first deck. The second deck I was running with, and I hate to say it, but it was Imbue Paladin. You gotta play it, man. So Aegis of Light, you want this in your opening hand every time. It gives you your Imbue rolling and puts a minion on the board. Armaments, great card, but you don't necessarily want it in your opening hand. It's good to have, but I like to use it later. Basically, if you get your Imbues rolling, it'll draw you a spell and put a minion on the board. Righteous Protector. I played a hand buff hunter. I had 2 of those down and hit it in equality and took out his 13 attack minions. It was funny. Knight you want to have in your opening hands there. It imbues your hero power. Equality, just I hate this card in conjunction with the Consecration. So in certain matchups, I will hold that, like that hand buff hunter. I held this in my hand. Dragon Tamer is a great two cost card because he will give you the Dream Warden. Consecration, I explained that. Drake is a pretty awesome card to have in your openers if you can get it. Basically gives you 2 imbue. This is awesome. Dream Warden, a good card for late. Not even really late, but I mean, if you're on 4 and you played some imbues, it could really put a crimp in your opponent's plan. Especially sometimes it'll draw you up two imbues there. Guardian, imbue power, strengthen. That's it. Maul. I mean, everybody knows what this does. It's gonna draw your highest cost cards. In this case, it is my Ceaseless Expanse or the Ursel or Malorn. I know it's kind of a gamble to run the Expanse, but I'll explain that a little later. Ancient of Yore, you put this down, he hides, gives you 5 armor and a card draw. I mean, it's ridiculous. Nomelia is removal, that's it. And a Chronos, I hate this card too. Basically, it clears your boards for 2 turns and just leaves his ugly butt on there. Hate it, but I love playing it against people. Renewing Flames, deal 5 damage to lowest minion twice. Rarely ever did I just cast this by itself. If I did, it was really late, but generally you don't want to cast that. You want the Ursel, the turn 8 every freaking time Ursel there. It just hate it. Anyways, Malorn you use there to try to get another Ursel for another Renewing Flames or Ursoc or whatever is best for your current situation is what I recommend. And the Expanse, I found that the Expanse can be very good against other Imbue Paladins as well as like some starships. And yeah, so that's the second deck. And the last deck that carried me to Legend, I think I went 9-4 with this on my final run, was a Blood Unholy Starship. This deck was fun. I actually enjoyed it. So let's get into it. Morbid Swarm. I love to have the 1/1 ant or the 2/1/1 ants on the board. I mean, the damage is good later on, but I love to get this start there. It's pretty awesome. Moon is great. You want to save. I try to save 1 for whenever I hit my Exodar, and I'll explain that later. But sometimes you can't, and it's like if you have a Spire chilling right next to a Moon, it's so good to play that, or a Defense Crystal next to a Moon, or a Tendril next to a Moon. It's awesome. Brittlebone Buccaneer. I found that I was able to throw him out on this card out on 2, and it would just hang out for a little while. It's like nobody could take care of it. So I would get some handler value or some Baron or Spire. Hell, I even sometimes you'd be chilling on turn 5. I get a Defense Crystal in there. It was amazing. Guiding Figure. I don't even care about the spell burst. I just throw that down there and just wait. Everybody always kills it anyway. So Infested Breath. I love to open the game with this. It's so annoying. Everybody hates seeing those damn leeches. I know I do. So I always like to have that. Silk Stitching is pretty funny. The stuff you can get, like I'm playing a Protoss Mage. I got a Ghouls Knight. It's just 5 on the board he couldn't really deal with for a couple turns. Just chipping away 1 damage each. Pretty cool. Only 1 Baron in here, but card draw was all right. But yeah, this is just card draw. Spire, man, late in the game when you launch that Starship and then you cast a spell and you got, like, say you went through like 4 Spires and you get those 10 minions sometimes, like those like 2 or 3 of those 12/7 Drakes is pretty damn funny. Xavius. Love to get like the double defense crystals or spires or the one reborn. Just pretty funny. Sanguine Infestation, good for card draw and putting those damn leeches on the board. Tendril Sage Whip is just there for damage, clearing board sometimes. Defense Crystal is there for the armor. Like I said, a lot of times it's going to have a reborn, so that's 8 armor, and then later on with your starship is even more. So yeah, Foam Render, great for pushing damage. You always have corpses, it seems, at least 3 to keep every turn just using this. The Exarch Maladar is pretty funny because turn 6 you throw that out there, generally you have 9 corpses or 8 or 7, so you can pick whatever the hell one you want to play, and it's awesome. Marin, I found that a lot of times would just pick the legendaries because most of the time I would have like cards, but if I was low on cards, you know, I'd pick the draw 3 reduced cost. Exodar, what can you say, man? It is. I found that just playing this most of the time, because you're not trying to go long, because you're not running to kill Jaden. I would either do the damage or the armor, depending, like if I was low, because that a lot of times, like especially against mage, you hit bust up like 40 extra armor. It's just that's it. But yeah, that amazing. You build your starship. The dream is to launch it and somehow play like an orbital moon on it. So you do that. It gives out the spire minions there as long as you have the guiding figure. Then when it dies, it does it again. It's pretty cool here. And Shaladrassel there for removal and just cheap 0-cost spells to activate your starship. My goodness, sorry. These spires or the defense crystals there. Fyrakk is Fyrakk. I just love playing Fyrakk. You can win your games, you can lose your games sometimes with overdraws. And Zilly, sometimes you need that Zilly, just get that 12 health back. So those are the 3 decks that carry me to Legend this month. If you're liking the videos, please subscribe or at least like. And here's some gameplay. I didn't record a lot of games because I was pretty damn salty and swearing, and that's just how it is. But I think I got 2 games, but yeah, enjoy.
Tavern smoky haze, a legend starts to brew. combo hits just right. Another hero vanquished, shining ever so bright. From goblins versus gnomes to whispers of the old gods so grand. Every expansion's epic, the best game in the land. It's the tavern beat, a rhythm so sweet, playing Hearthstone all day can't be beat. Hero powers blazing, weapons swinging fast. Hope your health holds up, this moment's built to last. Feel the tension building as the board state takes its toll. Will I draw the answer? Will I reach my goal? A secret springs to action, a death rattle takes its flight. Every play a puzzle in the digital sunlight. From ranked ladder climbing to the casual chilling zone, Hearthstone brings us together. Never play alone. It's the tavern beat, a rhythm so sweet, playing Hearthstone all day can't be beat. Hero powers blazing, weapons swinging fast. Hope your health holds up, this moment's built to last. Sometimes you get wrecked, sometimes you feel so low.